If you like this video, please give a thumbs up and subscribe. Hit the bell icon to be notified of new videos. Brazil UFO investigation into alien crash reveals truth behind viral major UFO footage. Sightings across Brazil went viral on social media in May this year following reports of a crashed alien spacecraft just north of Rio de Janeiro. Conspiracy theorists took to platforms like Twitter and Facebook to share footage of bizarre lights in the skies. One video, in particular, alleged to show a UFO crash site in Mage Forest, along the east coast's Guanabara Bay. As the story gained traction, the hashtag #MageUFO began trending on Twitter. Soon after, the hashtag seemingly disappeared and many of the shared video clips were taken down, leading people to speculate a cover-up was in action. According to the Brazilian news site UOL, local authorities and the Air Force had no record of unidentified flying objects around the time of the supposed crash. So what exactly happened in Brazil last month, and did alien UFOs really visit our planet? Read more. Life on Mars, is this Easter Island head statue proof of alien life? According to investigators from the Mutual UFO Network (MUFON), the Brazil UFO story was a well-constructed hoax. The MUFON team said, the case, which has been widely circulated on social media outlets, has been determined to be nothing more than an elaborate hoax. MUFON is a non-profit organization tasked with collecting eyewitness accounts, videos, and photos of UFO sightings. The investigation into the Brazil UFO was led by the Brazilian director for MUFON, Ademar José Guevara. The MUFON chief determined there was no factual evidence to back the UFO crash story. My team and I have intensively investigated this alleged case, Ademar José Guevara, MUFON. He said, my team and I have intensively investigated this alleged case and found out that it is a total hoax. It started with fake audio about a supposed UFO crash published over the net, later assumed to be a fabrication by the female author. As time went on, the story got bigger and bigger every day, with many alleged witnesses making all sorts of claims, all disconnected from each other, all exaggerated, and mostly lies. According to Mr. Guevara, some people claim to have heard telepathic requests for help from the downed aliens trapped inside of their spacecraft. Don't miss. NASA accused of extraterrestrial cover-up. Pictures, alien craft spotted not far from Area 51. Pictures, Google Maps reveals glowing alien craft abducting plane. Video, read more. UFO sighting on Google Maps. UFO hunters spot metallic fat. Discovers have said children were trapped inside of the UFO, or even more bizarrely, reports suggested predatory aliens that feast on humans were aboard. The UFO crash story was also debunked by Google after conspiracy theorists shared satellite images of a white object over Mage. A Google spokesperson told Vice, what people are seeing in the imagery is a reflection that's temporarily overloading the satellite's sensor. Essentially, the sun reflected off the surface of that building just at the right angle to briefly blind the satellite. This is a pretty common phenomenon known as saturation or blooming. The UFO story was also ridiculed by members of MUFON who expressed their skepticism on the group's website. One person said, eyewitnesses say. You can make sources or eyewitnesses say anything you want them to. Just hearsay until you have concrete proof. Just like fishermen telling tall tales about the one that got away. Another person said, most stories and photos are just too good to be true. The rule of thumb is don't believe everything you see or hear on the internet.